the Academy of Poker, and I clicked the wrong button, so instead of starting the stream, I started recording, and I missed that up until now. So I'm really sorry for that. I guess that can happen to the best. What did you miss? You missed quite some stuff, to be honest. We are at the final table, as you can see, of the $11 Omaholic Bounty Builder. Oops, that's the one. I'll be just I'll be just have this one open. I'm currently 12 tabling. So don't we just he's opening all the time. He has a big stack, and we hit top pair, so that should be good enough. We need to dodge quite some outs. Hopefully we can get that. Yes, nice double up here. This puts us in second place even. So pretty nice. And now we can. I mean, even though we're not suited here, the hand is still overcard, so we can open it. Now we unfortunately whiff it. However, he always flats. He's like never folding pre-flop. That's what I learned from him so far. But we whiffed this flop so much that it doesn't make sense. And yeah, he snaps bets again. It's annoying. Yeah, but as you see, flop 2 pair, he's never gonna fold them. Even though he should not really defend this hand, there's nothing much we can do. If we at least hit top pair or so, we can give it a call there, but so again, sorry to... Yeah, now I'm online, that's nice. So as said, feel free to text, to send me a message. The chat is open. So you know I'm there. Yeah, we make 2 pair now. There's a bunch of draws out, so we will definitely bet. And yeah, that's like a river we don't want to see. And he just snap spots it. Oh god, this guy is yeah, he's a unique person, I think. Yeah, just nothing we can do. We have to fold. It's annoying, but in the end, it's actually pretty easy then for us to play versus him, because you see he's just calling all the time with draws, and he's just doing something when he has a good hand. So it's not that hard for us to play versus him. Now we finally have a hand versus him to continue with, and we're gonna do that. And yeah, as you see, the stacks are so shallow. We'll just get it in. Sometimes they could be aware of ICM, but they're not. Unfortunately, we get it in with the same stats, but he has backdoor outs. Now that's just it. Would have liked for him to have ace-8 there, to be honest. And yeah, I said, so we have, I have 12 tables open right now, so I try to answer everything accordingly. But there might be some delays, but I hear everything every time a message comes in, so I feel rather comfortable. Yeah, yet again, double suited, the queen jack has a good connection, and again, we don't really hit the board. We make second pair. We do have the backdoor draw. We do have some backdoor draws, but it's not that much. So again, we're gonna check it, and maybe this time he checks it at least once. The turn is now great. I'm pretty sure he would have bet his flushes or his flush draws on the flop quite often. However, I'm just going to go for a rather small bet now to maybe let him call with, if he picked up a 9 or something like that on the river, or has an overpair even. Okay, now he's all in with his last 2.5 biggies there. I don't mind seeing him get a busto. Oh, we made the nuts there. And yes, I'll be. So I have this open. Oh, maybe here's an interesting one. I fold the hand at the PLO. And yeah, we open kings here in UTG. And as you see, there's quite a lot of action. Of course, somebody could be on aces here. Especially like the sizing is so weird. However, we have kings, so there's just no way for us to fold here. And there's, oh, wow. Yeah, everybody makes a set except of us, and this one is pretty important, to be honest. Let me quickly change that note I gave him here. That is definitely a bad play. Please, guys, don't make that play ever. Even though he might get a good price in this case, like when 3-betting, snap calling here and 4-bet jamming, he will never be good with 8s. So yeah. Let me give it a note. How much was it? Like 30 something blinds. But anyway, big one, as you see. Unfortunate for us. We do have a nice hand here now, though. Yeah, it's close to the money. But let's see, what can we put in? Yeah, maybe I'll go for this one for now, because we have some action here as well. Queens versus ace, king, and kings. Yeah, as you see, it's not going the way we wanted to. At least we win versus ace, king. I think that was the bigger pot, so we're still in. But yeah, of course, we want to have another outcome there. However, we get aces instantly in the next hand. So let's not complain too much. And I'll be going back there as soon as I show you this hand, of course. Awesome hand. We have kings, even though there's no, we don't have any suitedness. We just open them. Also, we are down to the last 6.5 big blinds in the hot 550. We didn't get any spots, so we taking the first one that gets to us, which is in this case the pair of 7s in UTG. We also now shoved the aces in the small blind. I will tell you what happens there as soon as there's a decision made by the initial raiser. He folds. We also ship it in here with ace king versus ace 6. And good run out for us. We 3-bet jammed 23 big blinds there, and he snapped it off with ace 6 suited. Not so sure about that. Anyway, we're now 19th place out of 59, so I think we can be quite happy here. But yeah, let me now switch back. And yeah, we just have a nice hand to rip it in here. I haven't seen him fold ever. Oh, I mean, of course, he has a hand here, so why should he? Could be worse. We need a heart that is not a 3 or a 5. We don't get it, so he doubles up. We will not be opening here. We get an ace queen, which is a7 for 20 bigs on the daily blue. Flop is ace king 7. Turn is a queen though, so we can hold there. Yeah, somebody called in the PL 220 PLO. Somebody called our 3-bet pot with 8-6-6 deuce rainbow. 8-6-6 deuce exactly, and he unfortunately made top set on a dry board. Yeah, we have to at least call here, and yeah, we're just gonna get it in first, so we have some fold equity. If he has some draws, we're gonna get it in anyway, but I really don't want him to check back here because there's not a lot of turns that we're gonna like. So I think it's the best if we just take it there. I mean, it's at least a 33% increase of our stack anyway, so we take it. Yeah, I think let's see. I mean, I think he will not always push it in, so we can get a pretty cheap flop and our hand can draw pretty nicely. However, it does not, so we just give it up. Second pair is just not good enough here, even though he's gonna bet all his range probably, but yeah, now it's his attempt again. He's down to 2.5 big blinds again, so let's see if he can bust out this time. Oh, both even go all in. I didn't know the other one is so short as well. So let's root for this guy, because then we're gonna be heads up, and I think we can make something happen there. Doesn't look too promising. There it is. Nicely done. So yeah, we're heads up now. That's nice. And yeah, I will expect him to just. Oh, I'm really surprised. I thought he's just gonna pot every hand now. Yeah, we have 45 locked up, but first it's gonna get 92. So as you see, there is it's just twice the money. We have a wrap here, so we're gonna call. We make second nuts now. So if he bets, we will get it in. We do have the redraw. Now we do have the nuts. We don't have any incentive in betting here, because if he doesn't have anything, he's not going to call us anyway, and this way he might be bluffing. And if he's bluffing, yeah, we can then at least get a little bit extra. Yeah, the deal doesn't make sense for me really. I don't get anything more. Yeah, no. If maybe he doesn't have the straight, would be funny. But of course he has it here. We get ace king in here versus jacks for ITM stack. Unfortunately, we can't hold. So we close this tournament now. But yeah, nice. That's an okay flop. We do block the nut straight with our 6, which is good. The turn is not the best, of course. The thing is, I would expect him to just pot as he did like the last 4 or 5 times. He just potted whenever he hit something. So in this case, the flush. Maybe if he's not having the nuts, he doesn't do it all the time. But so far, that has been my experience with him. He checks it again now. Yeah, I think we're good here, but I don't think we will get paid by anything anyway. And he just called with a pair of 7s there. That is okay for me. And yeah, he's pretty passive. Well, that's nice. Maybe I should become Natural 8 Pro. I think it's the 3rd time today I make quads with 8. And yeah, what should we do? We can hope that, yeah, he got a pair, exactly, so he has a full house. That's at least a little bit we get back. And now it's even, we already chipped up a little bit, so it's only 2-1 now, chip stack wise. Oh yeah, didn't see we're down to our last blinds in the hot 550. So we just gonna get it in here. He has kings, so nothing, but at least $17.66. And we just go back to the final table. And the good thing is I can now more and more concentrate on one screen as we are down to 9 tables. I have I think 3 or 4 more I'm gonna register, but yeah, so now we have the kings here. There might be some draws out, so we're just gonna get it in, and we hope that he does not have 2 pair. He even made a set, and we even blocked the 3, so he won out at us here. Yeah, that is just unfortunate. We might hit a king. No, we don't. Yeah, GG. Yeah, as you see, he's called everything there pre, so at least we get $105.20. So that is a nice payout. And yeah, let me put the daily blue in because we are already in registration. And I think for now I'll be switching to the 4max because we have quite a lot of action there. As you see, we're already approaching the bubble here as well. And yeah, I just have 2 more tournaments. So it's the Hot 11 that I'm gonna register, and what is the other one? Nah, come on. The 550, another 550 capped one. Okay. So yeah, I can already register the 550. So if you didn't know that, because I'm living in Prague, and unfortunately, PokerStars has some restrictions here. We'll just be flatting here. I think at 4max they will call out of position or will call a 3-bet a lot of times. So I think ace queen does play pretty nicely here. And we can kind of try to not let the pot become that big. Nice run out here. Yeah, we can definitely go for a value bet here. We will still get called by a lot of weaker aces, of course. If he raises now, we need to give it up. But yeah, as you see, nice pot here. He had deuces. Okay. You see, so he's definitely a non-believer. We can work with that. And yeah, so the 4max is actually, I really like the tournament because there, you just have a lot of spots all the time where you have like really narrow hands, and the ranges are just so wide. So I kind of like that because you have to do a lot of thinking there. I think I've never won it. I think I came second and third 1 or 2 times. Or I made the final table, which is, by the way, like the final table then is 5max. Just because you don't want at the last 2 tables to have 2 players play heads up when the others still play on 3 tables. That would be a bit unfair. So therefore this is divided like this. But yeah, I think it has some potential, and yeah, as I said, like I like it. There's a lot of action in there. And yeah, I'm kind of okay. We already have also the good cash, so we're only down 80 bucks. And if we put in the hot 11, so it's gonna be like 90 something bucks that we only need to cash, which I really like. And yeah, we're gonna continue here. As he's not the guy that folds a lot. In his small blind flatting range, I don't see that many 5s. It will probably consist of a lot of draws. So we're just gonna call down. The river, of course, is amazing for us because it makes it so easy now. However, if he really does have just had a flush draw, of course, that's a bit annoying because we won't get any value here. So therefore, I actually will just bet really small to maybe get some ace highs from him to still call. Yeah, we will just flat here, and yeah, I was gonna say we will check shove here. The 9 of hearts is now a bit annoying. God, so many hearts now. He has 8-7. Yeah, if he bets, I would have shoved, as said. But here, like with the run out, I think it's hard for us to bet a lot. I mean, in this case, we would have gotten him out of the pot, of course, but you never know what he has in the first place. So, as I said, I think it's okay like this. And yeah, we will be opening Queen 8 over here. We're approaching the bubble, it's really close to the bubble. That's why I will also go a bit bigger here now in this C bet. We lost a big one in the PLO. It's on a third bullet, and we flop top set, and the opponent. So we flop top set here. We raised. Got called by 2 people, I think. And yeah, just as you saw. So he had just a flush draw, nothing else. Which is, if you want to play PLO, is really not that good to play with. Just the nut flush draw. In general, like as you see, if I have the top set, he just doesn't have that many outs anymore. Of course, this is a $2 tournament. That's why a lot of people just go for it. But yeah, I think we have a small bet here. Let's see if he calls. So yeah, wait, let me show you the outcome if he calls or not. I think he's gonna call with ace high actually. No, he's gonna fold. So as you see, we have top set, and he just doesn't have any outs except the hearts. We do block even 1 heart with our queen, and yeah, he doesn't have any other outs than the queen, so he should always have some backdoor draws, so some redraws. You know that he has at least a gut shot to go with it. Or in this case, I think he even had a backdoor straight draw. But yeah, you should have some redraws and like a fake or just a really small. Yeah, just to have this redraw. I don't know. Not a fan here. Especially because it wasn't even for the bounty, so that's another thing to have in mind. If it is for the bounty, then it's another story, but in this way. And yeah, by the way, we're in the money now, as you see, which is nice. Hopefully he's gonna. So now we have top set versus. Yeah, this time we make with an open ender and 2 pair. So this time the turn is just a boat for us, which is nice. Yeah, here now we can continue pretty low. And now on the ace, wonder why he's donking. A lot of times it could be some draws. The 3 therefore is not such a good card. But we have such a wide range that he will bet with so much that I think we can't fold this here. Yeah, I see. Like, such a weird play. He flopped top pair, but does not have it anymore in the turn, but then decides to be aggressive. Yeah, interesting line there. But yes, you see we're 6 out of 36 now, so we do have a nice stack here. We're gonna fold here, and we have ace queen offsuit here in the daily blue. By the way, that's the only thing I kinda don't like on Natural 8. It's hard to find out how many people are paid at first. So it's 31 get paid, we have 58 left. That's the hard facts. And yeah, we're not gonna fold here. We will just reshove here. By the way, the winner will get $165, which is nice. So ace queen versus queen jack. Looks good. And looks good throughout the end. Okay, I just saw that it's probably not running on Twitch right now. It should be. I just got a big donation in the $5 tournament. I can show it to you if you want. Okay, and by the way, we get in sixes here. No call. And yeah, we're back on Twitch as well. Sorry if you were trying to find me there. It is available now again. So now you can watch me there as well. Anyway, we have 76 big blinds now on the 550. So I said we have we have 10 tables open now. There's just a hot 11 where I'm waiting. Now I can enter it now. It's more than half the prize pool. We flop second pair here. We can check it. He's going pretty big, but we have still some backdoor draws, so we're not going to fold here to just one bet. And then he snap checks behind. He might be on a 10. We'll see if he tries to go for... the thing is, if he goes big on the river again, it doesn't feel that much like a 10. It might be like Queen Jack, where they really like to go for big bets sometimes. So like some big draws, and then he thinks I'm on a draw, maybe 2. The only thing again is then if I'm on the draw, if like I'm blocking some, and if he thinks I'm on the draw, then he cannot be on the draw that often. Yeah, sounds sounds a bit confusing, but yeah, I think the fold is the right way here. Yeah, I think we need to ISO. We just gotta. I mean, sixes is just an ISO shove, and of course he could sometimes wake up with something that it's just really hard. Yeah, unfortunately he blinks his 6 outs here, so we lose the flip. But that's okay. We still have a good position. And we get it in here pretty nicely. He just limped from UTG, we flop top 2, we check to him, we bet the turn, and then he ships the turn. So pretty easy for us here. So yeah, we sit on roughly almost 30 bigs here, which is really nice. We're third out of 50, and I said there's like 165 on top. Like I said, the payouts on Natural 8 are not the biggest, but I mean for a $5 tournament, if we get 30 times your buy-in, I think that is pretty reasonable. So I think we can be happy with that. Yeah, he just has too much here, even just an 8 or a 7, even though I'm not sure he would value bet that a lot, but I think we not even have a good bluff catcher there if he has some ace highs, and he's been really passive so far, so I think he's not gonna bluff there so often. Yeah, nice turn, so we do have a full house here. And we're just gonna bet it twice. He has a king on his own. I don't know why he's not betting it. He should definitely be betting it. Sorry, by the way, I do have some lags on my PC. Hope it's not inflicting the stream too much. Also, let me try to change the title quickly on Twitch. Ooh, we just, no, we did not win. Oh, we didn't have trips. I thought we had a set here. Never mind, not gonna show it. So now everything is fine. Put this table here quickly. And now I can also change a bit. Yeah, we just, shit, okay. Gotta focus a bit more here. Set will be on the Formex table for now. I think there's the most action. We will be 3-betting King Jack here. Make a nice double up in the PLO. We can double up also here with nines versus Queen Jack. He opened, we just had like 9 big blinds. And we hold here, which is nice. Then King Jack went through. Anyway, we're 16th out of 30. There's $400 for first. Really nice. We still are at the first payout structure as from 39 people, 20, almost 20 get the same amount here. So we, of course, are looking for the higher payouts. We have an important flip, sevens versus ace queen in the hot 11, but he turns the nut straight, unfortunately, so we are out of this one. I'm gonna bet here. We pick up equity with a 4, so we do have a gut shot, and he checked to us twice, so he will not have a queen or a jack often. And if he just has, if he has a 6, he might call, but then again we have some equity, and on any higher card we can then improve, or we can then bluff him. We'll now go for smaller sizing because he's not that deep stack anymore. And yeah, on that board, pretty easy. Bet call. We triple up in the deep pairs with Jack 10 versus Kings and King Queen. Yeah. Oh, he has Kings. That was nicely done. I need a club. Nope. Yeah, I think nothing we can do here. It's 4 max. As said, the ranges are so wide that he has Kings here. It's just unfortunate we even block them. So don't think there's a lot we can do. As said, it was just nicely played by him. Yeah, pretty standard spot for me. King Jack suited is definitely a 3-bet there. And even if we don't 3-bet, we will at least flat it. So that means on that flop, we will most likely get it in anyway. So yeah, nothing to worry about. And yeah, we're still in. We have 7.5 big blinds. We are last place now, but as said, we still have a chance. So, and yeah, hopefully we can take it with Ace-5 offsuit. Nope, he has the better hand again. And yeah, we just get the min payout, but we get a bounty in the turbo. So it's this plus this. And we just switch to the next tournament. So as you see, we're approaching the money here after we busted our first opponent. And yeah, we're now down to 8 tables. And as I said, it's 31 paid in the daily blue. So we're down to 40 now. I'm in 6th place there. And yeah, so now everything should be or is running smoothly, I'd say. Not a lot of problems here. Sorry, it was a bit. Sorry, where is there? There it is. We have 9s here. He open jams from UTG, and yeah, 9s are still ahead of the range there. So we will just reshove it. Like it doesn't make sense to just call. We just have a bit more than twice the size of his shove. So we go for it. Also, he's a fun player, so his range will be wider. Like he should not shove. He should start with like Ace-10 suited to shove here. He will probably still shove Ace-8, Ace-7 or so, and he will also shove 3s, 4s, 5s, which he should not do. Now, Ace-King is of course like the top of his range. There's unfortunately a king, so we lose a sizable pot there. But yeah, so with 9s, we're definitely ahead of the range. Or we beat most of the range that we also have and we get the right price there. So again, just a cooler, so to say. And yeah, so I said we're closer and closer to the money in this one. Wait, was he? I think he was in UTG. Why should he limp there with King 6 offsuit? Yeah, he was UTG. Wow. Okay. We get a chance now to get most of the stack back as we shove our jacks here. We get called by King 9 offsuit. And it looks like the king is not our friend in this tournament, as we again find ourselves beat by a king. And yeah, now we're down to 2.5 bigs. The 10-9 will go in here. not much we can do is that. Again, like, okay, his range to raise call there, king nine offsuit is brave. I'd call it brave. Yeah, brave is a nice word for that. So we did nothing wrong. He even ISOs us. I like that because I don't want to get three-way with 10-9. This way it's easier. Of course it's hard. Okay, it's again a king there. In this case, even three kings that bust us out. So I think that's just the ultimate answer to the question if the king likes us in this tournament. But yeah, we just put in the next tournament. And yeah, we still have 7 tables open. I'm not gonna register anything more just because we have it's a rather chill stream for today. By the way, I will be streaming more often from now on, so you will see me probably like 2, maybe even 3 times a week. And yeah, so get used to this face and I hope you will join me and follow my streams for some time. By the way, like, how did your W Cup go? Did you play any of the tournaments? I managed to have a slight plus. I think I made like 3% profit. So I had, what was it? I had $700 in buy-in or so and made like $25 profit. Had a pretty good run in the PLO main event, the 109. Unfortunately, lost the 40-60 and the 70-30 to bust out in 200 something's place. But anyway, nice run. Also min cashed the Hold'em main event, and yeah, so it was pretty good. All in all, I had a pretty nice W coup. I think I came out with like a few hundreds in profit as I won. I won a $11 bubble rush last Sunday, so that was pretty nice. By the way, I'll be right back. I just quickly need to go somewhere. And guys, we're back. And yeah, nice hand to start here with. Of course, it's just aces. They're not suited and nothing, so we're not gonna overplay them, as a lot of people really tend to like to do somehow. But they are good enough to definitely open, and we do hope that there will be a 3-bet, because if we get it in pre-flop, we will be ahead. And this is actually not the worst flop for us. Now we just have to think about if the opponent knows, like if he's able to fold, like if he, for example, has smaller flushes. We heard, like, we do have the ace of spades, so we block the nuts, which is always important in those situations. But I think we will switch to the daily blue for now. 31 get paid, so we are really close to the money here. We're also close to the money in the 550 Turbo PKO. So maybe we will have something going there. Okay, how did he get in that much? I actually don't really care what he got in there. It's not good to get all in with that hand. So yeah, we're already down to 37. So we're still in 6th place, so we're in a good position here now. And yeah, we're having our eyes on the big prize on the 1st place, of course. And at least on almost all the tables except the Bounty Builder 11, the registration is closing now. So that is nice, as there will be some more interesting pots now. And yeah, we have a nice one here. We are so close to the money. It is for our tournament live, but we have ace king suited, so we will not be folding it. We ran it to king queen, and the flop is great for us. And yeah, just like that, we are up to 60 bigs. Not sure. Limp shoving king queen off there. But I'm happy. And now we do have a stack, and we will use it because here's an all-in with 1.9 big blinds for 250 bounty. He's also down to 3 big blinds, and he's at 4.5 big blinds. So we will hopefully get a shove there as well. And yeah, our hand is not that good, but we will have to ISO here. I expect it to at least be good enough to get him to fold. So now we just, the 3 is fine. Now we need a king. But that's okay, we win this, the side pot, so we do win the bigger bounty. And even though he's back to 10 bigs, that is okay. And it might seem really loose, but if you think about the bounties on the line there, there was just, like, the buy-in of this tournament is 550, and there were already $6.50 on buy-in, and if he calls, we will never be dead on the flop. He might be trapping sometimes, but most of the times they just try to see the flop pretty cheaply, and in this case it was not even 2 big blinds, so not even a normal raise. And yeah, therefore his range will be pretty wide, in my opinion. So yeah, I think it's just fine to do that the way we just did it. And yeah, worked out nicely. I mean, we're even ahead versus him, so could be worse. Yeah, we'll go. So as said, we are on the direct bubble, so we will probably just shove it here. The only thing is that those, at least he is pretty crazy, so he probably doesn't care at all about ICM and so on. But even if we lose, we still have 55 big blinds, so 20k. And yeah, we will still make it into the money. But they both fold, so let me go here. We raise, wow, he has aces with 14 bigs. Ugh. yeah, I mean, that's also gonna happen. How often is he gonna have aces here? I mean, of course, he might be the stone of the stones, so that he will just do that with it, such a range, but yeah, let me show you everything. So he limped here, and we have 75 hands. So he's not been playing almost any hand, so we can easily shove here with king 9 offsuit, because he's almost never gonna call. And yeah, let me show. So we will. I know this is really wide, and I would normally not open it, but we are the biggest stack at the table, so it's just really nice if we put a lot of pressure on the opponents. And yeah, they can't call a lot. We are at the bubble. If they do play with ICM, if they do play it, yeah, have that in mind. Yeah, then they know they can't just call so lightly, especially because the stacks they have are pretty okay, so there's no need to put them in danger. So a lot of like small aces will just be folded, and therefore, yeah, we can make a lot of money on the bubble. We do get a small chance at a comeback here. We have 3 big blinds left. We will not fold the 10s here ever. We also just made the money at the 550 Turbo PKO. We're in a pretty good spot. We have more than 50 bigs, which is pretty nice at that point of the tournament. And yeah, we get it in pretty good, so we can hopefully double up. Here's 2 outs. Nice. We make trips here with the 7, and was just gonna say we don't want to see a spade a lot, and if it's a spade, it should be a deuce or a king. Also, there are just so many straights now out there, and therefore we can't do anything. He even checks it behind. Like, whatever he bets, I will probably fold, because he should have a lot here. He just called with jacks here with an overpair. Yeah, no. That is a big no from my side here. We will snap it off if he shoves here. But before he decides, we go in with our 7 bigs and a6. He folds, so we just get a walk. I'll take that as well. And there's the call, Queen Jack. So we have 60% here. Let's hold. Nice. We're back to 15 bigs here. What a nice comeback is on our way. And seems like we have a nice hand here to go all in again. So he limped and we potted. He called as well. We don't have a club, but we have top pair. We have double gut shot. So we'll go for it. A lot of times he will just have the flush draw. Unfortunately, in this case, he has even top 2 to go with a flush draw. So as I said, but in a lot of the cases, he will just have the normal flush draw, and then we would be good here. We had some backdoor outs. So with the jack, we had a queen or a 9 to hit on the river to win this pot. But yeah, nothing we can do here. I will give this one up. It does look not that bad, but the playability is not that good. Even though this guy is opening almost every hand. Yeah, as I said, we reship the 9s here. He's been fairly open, so I don't even expect him to call a lot. Ace King. This time we hopefully get him. Yes. So we do get some of our stack back. And yeah, so far he's been only playing kings and aces and ace king. Yeah, interesting. Like, this is just so funny. He opens 4x. Let's see what he comes up with. 9s. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I don't mind him holding here. So no heart, no ace, no king. Fortunately, there's a king. Let's see. What is a nice feature is this. So you can see how much time is gone by since the bubble phase, how many players left till ITM, and what the min cash is, and we see the stacks. So I kind of like this feature quite a lot. So you can see those things. But I think just because of the action, as we have a big stack. Yeah, I think we're just gonna ISO here. If he goes for it, we're never drawing that, so we can just go for it. We flop top 2. He does not have that many outs, just a 3. So yeah, it's just 50 cents, but 50 cents is still okay. I mean, it's just a $2 tournament, so that's just the standard bounty. We have ace queen suited here versus ace 9. If we hold, we have an ITM stack 10 or queen. Nope. Unfortunately, we lose that 70-30. Yeah, 28 bigs would have been 28 bigs. Again, just a cooler. He can also not do anything. He has to call here for the stack sizes. So I was going to stay here, but I think this one is a bit more interesting. There's a bounty on the line. Jacks and ace 5. We need an ace or a king here. We don't get it. So we bust the $11 bounty. And now we can put our last tournament here on the table number 1 on our main screen. Let me show you a bust out hand here pretty quickly in the 550. And nice flop. He does have a $4 bounty. I hope he has a queen. Nope. Does not have a queen. So yeah, just like that, we're already down to 5 tables, but that's okay. Again, we need another $70 in cashes. So if we make a pretty okay run here in the 550, yeah, I think I can actually, if that table is open, I can just show it to you like this. So as you see, those are the left one are the, wait, let me go a little bit in here. So those are the buy-ins for today. These are the cashes so far in this day. Yeah, let's increase the right number a little bit more. And yeah, we're almost in the money now in the daily blue. So that's already $10. We are in the money in the 550 with a nice stack, and we are almost in the money in the PLO. So yeah, got some nice runs coming up, hopefully. We just. No, it's folding anyway. Yeah, we're definitely gonna open a7 here. Here, for example, now nice spot. We just have nine deuce, but it's just 6 big blinds to win 20. And if we add the bounties, it's just so much for us. And even though in this case we don't get it, it just made sense. I mean, and we still had some outs. So before the flop, we just need a 9 here to hit. So that's definitely okay. And you just, if you think about it, 6 big blinds to win 20, so we already need only like not even 30% in this hand. Plus, if you add the bounties, so $4 and $3, it's like $7, which is another 6,000 chips in there, which is another 6 big blinds. So it's 6 big blinds to win like 27 big blinds. We have to call, so we only need a little bit more, like not even 25, like 22, 23% with our hand. And with 9 deuce suited, just because it's suited, we will definitely have that most of the time. So, okay, somebody's having a nice comeback here. Just crushing 8s and aces, where he having both hands. So he has already almost no chance to win this pot and makes a flush. That's nice. Now here though, if I'm in the small blind, I'm just gonna shove it. But here, it doesn't make sense to invest 18 bigs effectively. In the money in the PLO, we do have, I think 3. Yeah, we're on 3 bullets, so we did not win that much this far. Yeah, here we're gonna call both of these guys. Jack 9 is good enough. They're gonna push any ace, so ace deuce, ace 3. They're gonna push even smaller pairs where we have a flip. They might push suited connectors. And yeah, we have 4 big blinds. And of course, this is almost like the worst case, that he does have king 9 now here. However, we make a straight. So another 250 in bounties. But yet again, so we have to call, we had to call 4 bigs to win 14 or 13. And yeah, just even if we know that he has that hand, we have 30% versus him. And according to the price, we get the right price for that. By the way, we may crash let the bubble burst. Yep, he's bust. He just had 2 big blinds. We had to call less than 1 big blind here. So of course we do that with queen 3. And oh yeah, we're already down to 27. That was a small buck. It showed 32 before this hand. But yeah, we're in the money. We're 5th out of 27, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, we're folding here. We have a nice hand here. And like if it's not suited, I will just probably check them sometimes. He's never gonna fold anyway, and maybe we can get him to even raise sometimes. But with this hand, it just has such a good playability that we will definitely raise them. And yeah, now it's just gonna go bet to call, even though of course they could have some straights here. Especially him, but we do have the nut flush draw. If he just has 2 pair, for example, then we do have a lot of outs. And yeah, I mean, if you see, he calls with that stuff, so just 4 hard cards. I mean, he still makes the nuts, which it was good for him. Now it's better for us. We hit our flush, and suddenly we have a big stack. The next thing is with him that he's not a good PLO player. So now with this stack, we have just so much. We have a good chance of getting his whole stack over the next hands. He's always opening pot. We just need to have like some hands, and then we have a good chance at that. Here he limp called, and we're just gonna put it in. If he has a king, I think he will probably sometimes even just push it. And we have a bit of a decision. So I check called 2 streets, and he bet really small. on flop and turn and now goes for a big, like a pot size bet on the river. I don't have any info on him. He checked back the flop even, sorry. So he checked back the flop and then bet turn and river. Some people do that with if they hit the flush on the flop, but it could also just be a jack where he thinks, okay, if he doesn't bet on the turn, he's probably not going to have two spades. We're also blocking some draws that he could have with the 9, especially because it's the 9 of spades. So yeah, we're just going to give it up. And yeah, as I was talking here, he's already down to... So now we're just going to pot it. Like, he just lost another huge one. So we just have to... As you see, he just called with like random 4 cards last time. Of course, it's now really annoying if he has it, but we just can't fold here. Yeah, and again, that's just how it is. He had a good hand, but the way he played it was just weird. Again, he got there. Like, I don't think we can give it up on the turn. He would do that, as we saw. He played it really weird a lot of times. So this is just really unfortunate. I mean, we get him to invest already. How much was in there? He invested already 40 bigs with just a pair of kings, and so in here pre-flop his hand is definitely okay to limp call, to raise call here. But yeah, we get him to invest 40 bigs with just a pair of kings, and yeah, then what did he exactly have? King, Jack 10. So yeah, he has, how much does he have? He has 2 outs, 4 outs, 6, 8. He has 12 outs. He hits one of his 12 outs, which is pretty annoying then. But it's a really huge pot, I think. Yeah, he's in second place now, so if we hit this pot, this is going to be a big run. But yeah, we just go for it in this case. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to bust a lot later than we are. Here's a flush draw. Yeah, he gets his flush to end this with and makes the set on the river anyway. Yeah, so just a small cash here. Yeah, I think versus him it just doesn't make sense to try to get it in. So I'm okay with the way I played it. The only thing could maybe that on the turn, if he just calls the flop, that yeah, he can be on a lot of but he could also be on ace jack, for example. I think he will also not fold if he has like ace king jack or something like that. So just top pair with a gut shot or so. So he will not fold that. So it's not like the 9 is always that he always definitely hits that 9. And we're gonna get the rest in on every other hand as well. So I said, just a bit unfortunate now. But yeah, that's how it is in PLO sometimes. So yeah, it's now, I see we're down to 150 players here. We're down to 21 already in this one. And yeah, the other two, we are still a bit away from the money, especially in the 550 cap. Yeah, we will just fold here. Yeah, easy fold here. So yeah, let me give you a quick overview. So as we see, we have 143 left here. We have 8,000 bounty plus I think the min cash. Yeah, a bit above, so $7 here locked up. Then we do have this 550. We have an okay stack. We also we're still a bit away from the money. This is just running for 1.5 hours. Then we have the big 330. As you see, rather short, but still some chances. And finally, we have the daily blue. I think I will be staying on this one for now. Good stack, 8 out of 19 here. Whoa, how did he? Okay. Never mind. Yeah, so did I tell you that on Natural 8 the value is pretty nice? People do crazy stuff. We get it in here versus 18 bigs. We have 10s versus ace king. Flop is nice, and the turn just decides it. Nice. So up to 50 bigs now. Yeah, hopefully we can make something happen in the turbo PKO. There's like 1k up top with all the bounties, so I'll definitely take that. But yeah, still there's 136 players left, so that's probably like 10% of the field still. Wow, payout like 20% of the field. But yeah, hopefully we can, before anything else, just make the final table happening here. And the chip stacks are pretty close together, actually, if I see it here correctly. So we're down a 10th, but it's not a lot of big blinds away from... yeah, actually, just because we're not that deep, so we just fold this one here. So yeah, first place is 167k, which is also not even 20 bigs, and we are with 10 bigs in 11th place, so this is all really, really close together. And yeah, there's some ICM involved here for sure. However, this is 4 big blinds. We will not fold this. King 9 suited is definitely strong enough versus his range that he will be shoving here. However, he has 10s, so again, top range maybe this time. Nope. Forget that I said anything. We flatted King 7 off here. We hit top pair. He bet really small on flop and turn and now ships the river. He opened UTG, so I'm not sure if he could have ace. The only really hand I expect is ace jack to be there, but we're all in the big 330, ace queen versus ace 5, and we hold. So only expect really, it could be ace king, which we lose to an ace jack. So yeah, I don't think we can call here. Also the way he planned. Again, that's the thing, if he goes for three barrels with those small stacks, it just does look really, really nutty. And yeah, I don't think that we should call here. We can probably even already give up the turn for the second barrel then, even though we have top pair, but as I just explained. However, we have a nice and easy shove here with King Queen suited. He has not been opening a lot, so I expect to have a call here. Wow, he even folds, but then again he will call. However, his range is not. Can he set? Give me a 10, and now no pairing, please. Nice, good that we hold here. I'm surprised that he folds here, or she folds. But nice double up, much needed. It's nice to win a flip in that situation. And yeah, now because we lose that one, actually if he just min raises, I will still call. And if he does anything but betting, I will just chip it in. Because it does really, yeah, now he just fold. But even though it's quite a big portion of our stack, it just makes sense. If he min raises, then his range can be so wide. So if we hit anything, we will just go with it. And then the prices, even though we are short stacked, the price is still okay there. However, 9-7 suited will be a shove. Let me quickly just check for payouts. I mean, it might make sense to give it a little thought. We're down to 16 players, so we're just in the next pay jump, so we're not going to fold here for, yeah, not even 5 big blinds. He's going to shove so much. That he has ace-jack is just, again, a bit unfortunate because that he has top range. Nice flop, actually. No, we don't want to see another blue card, please. Nice. So we win that 40-60, which is nice. We also limped queen 7 here and just bet on that on the ace king board. We're gonna have a lot of aces that we limp here as well to trap, so just makes sense to always barrel on those spots, especially if he checks behind. He's not gonna have that many aces, so yeah, 10-3 we easily fold here. Yeah, we will not go in with 8-7 here, especially not after that race. Same goes for the 7-5 in spades here. And again, if there's anything happening on the other tables, I will just, of course, switch to that table. But right now, we don't have hands. I mean, we're down to our last 4 tables, so of course we will not have a hand every time. If you're 12 tabling, it's way easier to have some hands to play, but in this way, yeah, you just gotta be a bit more chill. But yeah, it's early in the morning, early in the evening, sorry, it's just 8:30, 9:30, so we have 5s versus 7s, and wow, there's a 1-outer. Now the other guy has a 1-outer as well. Here, come, I'm gonna show him the 5. So he feels even better. But yeah, we'll lose another player, down to 16. see, this time he cannot suck out here. And yeah, we don't have any decision here. It's pretty easy for us. I'm sorry. Even though it's early in the evening, I already had a long day, so excuse my small yawning here. Yeah, maybe we'll have something happening here. We have King 7 offsuit. If he shoves, I think I will still ISO jam. It does look a bit foul that he limps there from 30 bigs, but I don't have any infos on him, so I don't know if he does it a lot. Yeah, I think now we can fold. Okay, he still folds it. You see, he doesn't give a single flying F. He just rejams 8-6 for the $3 bounty. Not a single thought if there might be some trapping from him involved. Yeah, we will call that all in now. Ace-3 suited is ahead of the cutoff range with 11 bigs. So we will be rejamming here. Ace King, unfortunately, so we need a 3. I'm okay with the 7. Nope. There's the 7, but a bit too late. We will ship in King Queen offsuit. Get a call here for sure. Let's hope that he... Nice, King Jack. Oh. Give me a 9. Ace is fine. No Queen now. Queen of Hearts is okay for me. But nice double up. We, however, shove King 10 in hearts. And we even cover those two guys. That's even better. So we might get a bounty here. Nope. But we do get 2 big blinds. Yeah. I think that he shoves there, according to the ranges, he should also shove like King, Queen, 9... King 9 suited, Queen 10 suited and stuff like this, so we are ahead of that range. Again, just a bit of a cooler that he finds a hand here with Ace King even. But yeah, we're still in, so 15 bigs, nothing to worry about. We will 3-bet King 9 suited here. He's been opening quite a lot. And we haven't really done anything here. So yeah, we will just try to give him a hard time. As you see, he's been pretty active. Or he's actually like an active player in general, but also at this table. So why not give him a 3-bet from time to time? To be honest, just if he asks this. And like 3xing here, not sure if I like that a lot. Yeah. So we're gonna fold here. Queen 10 is not good enough. If we have 500k, we can easily do that. But in this case, even though we are second in chips on the table, and we only have 15 big blinds, so try to pick our spots. Like if it's a later position, it's easier, but in this case. We hope for a walk here. let's put in some walks. Yeah, but he's been raising all the time. Not so sure though. But yeah, we're gonna get up. Let's have a quick look. But more importantly, so we shove King Jack suited here with 13 bigs. Good thing is that everybody, like, there's so many small stacks. Those are the only two. Yeah, he has big stacks. He just came to the table. Good thing is, yeah, like they will probably not call with baby aces. 13 bigs from that position is a bit much, so it's not that easy for them to call. We opened ace-8 suited here. He goes for the 3-bet. And we will flat, actually. Not a good board for us. He should be betting like 12 big blinds, roughly. This is a bit small, only half pot. But this is rather like, yeah, please call me, please call me. So we're gonna give it up. Now we have a 7-6 in clubs, which we will defend in the big blind if there is no further action here. Then easily flop a set, flop a straight, and get it in versus an overpair. Not the worst flop. If he continues, I think we will call once. There's just so many nice turns for us, which, I mean, his sizing is already a bit big, even more than half pot on that structure. The turn is also okay. We do have a double gut shot now, but yeah, we can't call. He's gonna rip it in now. However, he should be a bit concerned that I have a 5 quite sometimes. But yeah, he doesn't care. And yeah, now we don't have the equity for that. Oops. I will rip the 3s in here. He's been opening also quite much. So easy 3-bet shove here. And yeah, we'll see if we first get to this hand or to this hand. I think we will be 4-bet folding actually. Yeah, this is. Let's quickly have a look if the payout. No, too much away. Yeah, so now he has. Wait, he has 8-7. Let's. Oh boy, that's okay then. And yeah, if the open raiser then goes for the 4-bet shove, we just fold here. Even if we invested like roughly 40% of our stack, I think it's just good. If he, as said, he raises and then gets 3 and 4 betted and still decides to shove, that is just ace king, maybe queens. I think he should do that with jacks actually, just because of the action. But it's probably going to be maybe queens. But at least let's say at least queens plus. So don't think he's gonna do it with just jacks or 10s. But depends of course on the player if he's not that good of a player. Then he might just snap in there with 9s and 10s or so. But I think he should have at least queens there. But again, our hand is too good to just flat there, I think. By the way, we doubled up here. Yeah, kings versus queens and big 330. That's nice. And yeah, we actually, for 8.5 bigs, queen 8 will go in. We even still cover 2 players here, which is nice. But the big stack, we need a queen or an 8 now. Queen or 8, queen or 8, boom. Nope. Yeah, GG. We cash for another $10. Might have been a bit wide actually. However, we have pocket jacks, easy 4-bet shove. We don't want to see exactly that. Deuce or jack? Nope. So we get something back. Happens. It's okay. We still have a nice stack. Sorry. There it is. We find aces in the 550. Okay, nice. Yeah, good luck us. He has 10s, so need to fade 2 outs. Then we have a pretty nice deck. Now he has some more outs, but we hold. And yeah, this is gonna go in. We only have 4 big blinds left. It's been going pretty fast. Not sure, we still have 11 players, but we're not put on 2 tables. I don't get that. However, yeah, we just ship it in here. We do have some fold equity. He's by far the loosest player, so he might be calling pretty wide. Also, he has quite a stack. But yet again, he only has 15 bigs, so he shouldn't be calling that wide. Ace deuce is an easy call. And that flop doesn't help us a lot. We need a king now on the river. Nice. Nice. And we have 10 big blinds. I'll take it, I'll take it. And suddenly we have 10 big blinds and we're in 4th place. That's just, and we got our friend again. I feel like our fold with ace queen wasn't that good because he's 3-betting us all the time. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna 4-bet chip it again. He calls, has ace king. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? We get it in for 100 big blinds, which is 30k. That's actually a chip leading pot right now. And he binks the 3-outer. So just as you see, that's him now sitting on 38k, 30k. It was a 100 big blind pot. 3-outed us for 30 bigs. For chip lead here, 300 up top. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, now we still have 2 tables open. And yeah, we raise folded here with King Jack earlier. We're 10 people left. I mean, 10-9 is close actually. I think we have to fold it. The thing is, he's opening a lot, of course, but he might break up with some hands, and it seems like he's not folding, even though the ace deuce was, of course, an easy call, but Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have to rip that one in for 5.5 big blinds. We do have quite some fold equity. He's going to be crippled if he does not win this, so he will not call that much. He's been pretty tight anyway. We can fold this, however. That 3-0 was hard. Could have been a nice run on that tournament. I really like the capped tournaments. Oops. Show you my water quickly. Yeah, I really like the cap tournaments. I don't know if you know them. You just have a maximum of players that can enter this tournament, so it feels a bit like a multi-table sit and go. And yeah, as I enjoy playing those, I think they are good value. Yeah, easy ship here. Hopefully we can get a call and double up. And if we not get called, we still pick up 40k, which is like more than almost half our stack here. And yeah, I will just open the other table because there's one guy really short. He just busted. Okay. So we will go to the final table now. We're just guaranteed $15, but it's a start. And it's our second final table of the day. We came second in the PLO, as you saw earlier. And yeah, now we have the $5 daily blue. We're in 7th out of 9. And if you haven't seen those, this is also pretty interesting a lot of times too. So you can change the table, change the seats, and it's going like the ranking wise. So first place gets to choose as a last. Now it's our time, and of course we want to try to not have, like, if we sit behind him, it's okay. The thing is, it doesn't matter really because they're all gonna change their places. So most of them, a lot of them just time out because they don't see it quick enough. You just have 10 seconds, just like him, for example. He just doesn't see it quick enough. But then again, some will change positions, and he will definitely try to have position on second place. So wherever he's going, he's just gonna go left on the left side of him. And so now we will probably see if he's not multi-tabling or doesn't see it, that he will go here or maybe here. Yeah, he's staying there. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Like, here's the... But I'm okay with that. Oh, and we're even at the break now. So again, let me show you. We have 2 tables open, just a big 330 for now and the daily blue. This will be a rather short stream today anyway, so therefore I will not open any more tables. I can also show you, as you see, currently we have $308 in buy-in. We cashed for $254, so we do need another $53, $54 in cashes. We have locked up, as I said, 15 in the daily blue now. If we get 4th place, we make some profit on today. So that should be our first goal. From then on, of course, we want to win this tournament to make a nice profit on the day. And yeah, I'll quickly go to the break and I'll be right back. So we're back at just the right time. And yeah, let's just ship this $5 one. Again, 165 up top, which is really nice. We can call here. Seems like some people were coming back late from the break. Yeah, so Queen 10, we are 7th out of 9 with one short T there. Yeah, Queen 10. I mean, we just have 4.5 big blinds, and we just got this snap rejam here, which is of course not so good. We need some black cards. Queen to start with is nice, just no ace now. Nice. Nice. So suddenly we are chip leading. Good one to win here for sure. And we have ace-jack offsuit here in the big blind. We are really close to the money. Hope he's just gonna ship it. I will not fold here. We do have a good stack, of course, but it's just a $5 min cash, and yeah, now we're just gonna rip it in. And yeah, even those I don't know, this fancy two BB. And the queens double up here. So here now with our hand, it doesn't make a difference if we open raise or just ship it in. Before we see that, I will go for this 3-bet shove. He has kings, but there's an ace. By the way, the opponent has ace king versus our ace 10. We win here. We need a 7-3 or 10. We don't get it. So yeah, again, the thing is, if I'm definitely open it, and then I will still call that shove. I mean, if open to 60k, he has 170k, so that's just 100k to call. Our stacks are way too short to fold any of this. Now we have ace jack again versus ace king. That is just unfortunate. Yeah, going from chip leader to bust out in 9th place if there's not a jack. Yeah. Unfortunate. I think the ace jack is even clearer to just go in. Again, that's just really unlucky here to run into ace king twice. Nothing we can do. So yeah, unfortunately just 9th place. So yeah, now the big 330 has to do it. We need another $40 to get even for today. That means, that's almost the final table score then. in this smaller one. I mean, there's 1K up top, roughly $140 for first. But yeah, this will take some more time. However, we will still play it out. I said this is the last tournament for today. As soon as we bust out this, we will close the stream for today. Yeah, but first we will approach the money here. We have a good stack to do that after we sucked out on Emir. So why shouldn't we just win this one instead? Yeah, if you have any questions of some sort, let me know. Again, if there's anything about the academy you want to know, about some courses that we offer, just shoot it at me. Now we make the money here in the big 330. So yeah, okay. Session is okay. So we have $38 down now. With this cash, it's $33 roughly. So we don't lose a lot. And I think as long as we keep the losing sessions that small, that's just fine for me. Had a big session on Sunday, like at least for my bankroll. So had quite a lot of buy-ins, and yeah, it was down $60 at the end. So nothing spectacular as well. We get a good price to call here with 6-9 offsuit. Flop is not that bad. We'll see how Andre continues. Goes for 40%. Yeah, we will call once for sure. Return, fourth pair. Yeah. Hi, he checks it behind now. Yeah, I think our 6 will be good a lot of times, but let's see. He then goes for 7.5. Would he check back a lot of kings here? He opened UTG, so his range is rather tight. He would bet. Yeah, I think he would bet check back some kings. But actually, the river, his hand would be even worse. Not so sure. I think I can actually call here. We'll analyze that hand. Nice job. Yeah, again. So I mean, we're in safe waters right now, like 80th place out of 400 people left. We have quite a lot of time. Yeah, we will not open ace-4 offsuit here. Yeah, right now we just have to wait for some hands. That happens when the last table is open and it's not that far within the tournament, so same king jack, it looks good, but with our stack, and it's just offsuit, and yeah, I've done some research and some analyzing on that, and yeah, those hands just don't win. Mostly they lose in those positions, so it's not worth to play them. And with the tap ace 6 and ace queen, yeah. That will be hand we can at least defend to see a flop. Oh, sorry. Also, the table is going really slow, unfortunately. I would really like to have that a bit faster. Yeah, as I said, we call here, and then we check shove. I think he will bet here quite often on this board. So if he raises from that stack, I hope he wasn't trapping with anything. Yeah, ace to 7, ace jack. He can't fold it, but I think he should just open shove it for 12 bigs out of this position, because then I'll fold. And now he got it in with ace high instead of getting it in versus a dominated hand. So yeah, 50 bigs, nice. We will open 3.5x. Yeah, he just snap folds. We will not open queen 6 offsuit. That is a bit too wide. Same goes for 7-5. Blinds go up, so we are back at 43 big blinds now. We actually even table chip leader, which is nice, by quite a bit even. 16 bigs more than the second biggest stack, even though then there are two pretty close ones. Sorry. And it seems like, yes, we are losing another player here. And yes, I mean, it's a normal speed tournament, so therefore it goes pretty slow. Yeah, I mean, we lose some players every now and then. It's just gonna take some time. We're still down. We're at 334. Is it actually now? Even though we are gonna lose, yeah, just another player now. And yeah, the new player at this table starts with a limp. Why not? I know he's not new. But yeah. We gonna see a flop here. Yeah, we don't hit anything. And he's gonna bet. He goes for pot size bet after limping. Okay. We're gonna flat here. We get the price. Unfortunately, we don't hit anything on our board. So we will just check folding here. Yeah. As I said, let's see. If anybody here has a 6 or an ace to call him, would be, yeah, that's, oh boy. Yeah, that makes it easy to call. And we're in the table. Looks good. Looks good. I think I'm gonna just use the time now. And at least get some information on my opponents. I'm always using Shark Scope for that. I hope you, like, if you play more often, you probably know that program. If you opt in there and allow them to track your tournament results, they do exactly that. And yeah, it just shows me what kind of a player somebody is. So if I know that, for example, he's only played 97 tournaments. If I know that, then I know that is not an experienced player. So it will be easier in a lot of spots to play versus him, because if somebody is not experienced, then, for example, he will not be bluffing that much because he's not sure really what to do there. And therefore it makes it easier. Like for him, example, I know that they're playing a lot, so 100 Cacife, whatever his name is. He played already 34,000 tournaments, and yeah, has some okay profits. I mean, I marked him as a crazy player, so he's probably made some crazy plays. That's why I gave him that note. And therefore now I'm not putting him as a good rake, even though his results are quite okay. He has quite some good profits and reasonable ROI. It's like 20%, which is actually not that bad. But yeah, as I said, I have a reason for giving him that tag. And yeah, so probably I saw some leaks in this game. And also, yeah, whenever there's a new player coming up, of course, we will just look him up as well. And I hope if we stay at that table for some time, I don't have to do it like for the whole table every time, which will make it a bit easier. Even though we're down to one table, so it's not that big of a problem. Sorry, I gotta sneeze quickly. Yeah, we flop quite okay. It goes for the small Conti. We will just flat here. Think it's okay to keep the. I'm sorry. Think it's okay to try to keep the pot not that big. Again, a small Conti, so we get quite a good price. Like not just the right price. We have 3 to win 15, so 20%. We do have probably 9 outs, which would be like 18%. So it's almost even. I sometimes call here, sometimes not, to keep it mixed up. In this case, unfortunately, we don't hit the flush. Now the thing would be if the 5 could be a good card to represent. I mean, the only thing we could be representing is 6-4, so it's not really a lot. Yeah, now we're gonna wait for a little bit to not make it that obvious that we have a decision here. The sizing is just a bit weird as well. But anyway, so we lose a small one here. We'll open King 8 if it's. He's even opening from 12 big blinds. So that does look like this looks kind of fishy. Yeah, again, so we just wait. Yeah, so again, we're still, yeah, we just gonna wait for, and we'll probably like try to, yeah, I think the plan is now, I will be streaming till the break now, see if anything happens. For this one table, I mean, there's not a lot of viewers on. Anyway, as said, I will be coming for more streams, and then maybe have a longer stream for as well, where we maybe start a bit early, or also maybe some Sunday sessions. That's in the making. So yeah, I'll stream like another 20 minutes, and then we just gonna end the stream. So let it fade out smoothly. Maybe we have some more action, and if I get a big stack, like if I make it, I don't know, into the top 10 until the break, we will maybe continue, because then we might have a nice sweat. Right now, there's just not much going on, as you see, and I'm just waiting for one or two spots to take. But yeah, that's just sometimes how it goes. Like, I think that's like a second or third orbit. We haven't really played outside of the blinds, so that just happens sometimes. And yeah, just again, quick overview. So right now we're down 38 bucks roughly, which is not a lot. We still have the big 330 going on. We cashed for $7 there right now, so we're down to roughly $31. And yeah, let's see if we can get some more. First prize is 940, so that would be pretty nice, of course. And again, there's not a lot of rush here, because there's still time, and we have a good pay stack. Let me see, we have 27 bigs, which is $32 plus 39, and yeah, so we're just slightly below average. Like the average is 30, 32, 33 bigs. So again, like nothing to really be afraid of. We've at least have some kind of a hand here in the big blind to defend with. Let's see how the flop action goes. We just have a gut shot, so we will just give it up here. So we have a new player to look at. Okay, he's also played quite a lot of tournaments, but he's not that good. Okay, well he called pre with 8-6 of hearts and even floated on that flop. Wow, okay. That's not worth. Yeah, easy decision here with the 8s. We get the call. Wow, King 7. Yeah, what a way to end this. Getting called by King 7 suited here for 45 big blinds. Okay. At least that is gonna make it easy for me to change the note. Yeah, that's so long with the deep run. Getting 3 outed here, unfortunately, by yeah, wild call. I said like for 45 bigs. That's like 90k. That's almost twice the average right now. Yeah, hits his 3 outs. So we're out here. And yeah, this means we're gonna make a small loss today, as you see, 30 bucks. Nothing to worry about with that many buy-ins. It's definitely okay. Yeah, but that means that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. And as I said, we will have quite a few streams coming up, so I will do it more frequently. So hopefully we have more viewers here and get some interaction, so I can chat with you a little bit. And yeah, see you next time, guys. Bye.